everyone, I'm Darren.
And I'm Max.
And we are
the
Frozen Feud. That's right, everyone. You heard Max there and not Mike.
Yes, I'm an honorary Froze Bro.
Max has been with us, I don't know, 3, 4, this year, third or fourth?
I don't know. I lost count.
Max is an honorary Froze Bro right now. Mike is on assignment,
He is.
we'll say. Yeah. Or maybe we froze him, and we'll see if we can bring him back. He's with Walt Disney.
Geez, I hope not. Didn't they cut his head off?
Oh, that was just his head, right?
Yeah, they just
Right?
froze his head, I think.
Okay. All right.
Or
Anyway.
is that Ted Williams? Was it?
Oh, did they cut it? This our guest today is Shaun.
Sorry.
Shaun's back with us. No problem.
Good to be back. I thought they froze Ted Williams' head. I don't know.
No, Ted Williams. No, they put Ted Williams' corpse in the Big Dig tunnel.
What?
Really?
That's why it's called the Ted Williams tunnel. Yes.
Okay.
So every time
His corpse, they poured the concrete over his body. He's in there.
is it on the top of the roof of the tunnel when you're driving?
No,
through?
it's in the side. No.
So it's not. It
on the
can't
side.
fall out.
No.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So he's in the tunnel, and Walt's head is just somewhere in Florida, maybe.
Then Mike is freezing next to him. Apparently.
I hope Walt Disney's head is not frozen in Florida. It must be tough to keep it frozen.
That's
down
true.
there.
Well, it's in a cryogenic chamber.
Oh, I guess so. Why would they do that?
It's just not out by a tree.
But it's probably
Not
taking
out
more
in a tree,
energy. At
in a
least.
cooler.
It seems wasteful to do it in Florida.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're gonna try to defrost Mike for maybe the next episode.
I hope we get him back.
He's been kind of annoying me lately, so
Really? Uh-oh. Froze Bros beef?
if you heard the birthday episode. Anyway, welcome to the comedy podcast about frozen food. I'm here with Honorary Froze Bro Max and our guest, Shaun. So we want to start like we start every week. What we've been eating. Max, you had anything good?
What have I been eating? Well, one of the staples in my diet is frozen vegetables. I eat them almost 4 times a week. We get a big bag of them.
Do you have a go-to brand?
We just get the Signature Select, the store brand of them.
From Acme.
From Acme, yes. The same store brand as Star Market.
Right. I just noticed that.
Yeah. And we get California blend. So that's cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots.
That's the one to do.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good.
I experiment with the stir fry veggies every once in a while, and it's never as good as the California blend.
They're it's sweet somehow. I don't know what it is. It's really tasty.
Yeah, no, they're good.
So it's cauliflower, broccoli, and what else
And
did
carrots.
you say is in there?
Carrots.
And carrots.
And the carrots
That sounds
are
good.
cut into discs with the ripple, They're
Yeah,
crinkle
nice.
cut. Ooh,
crinkle.
cut.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
crinkle cut carrots. I've also been slamming those dumplings too. The dumplings I called in about.
You're
Last
still working through those things?
The ling ling.
I finished them at this point, but I made
just
them a
keep
couple of
buying
different
them?
ways. No, I haven't bought them since, but we first tried the spicy chicken, and it was really good. And then we tried the plain kind, and the plain kind was still chicken, but it tasted for some reason.
A plain dumpling?
Not plain. It was just not. It didn't have a flavor. It wasn't flavored.
Was it still chicken?
It was still chicken, but
Okay.
but something about it tasted like peas. It was like
peas?
peas.
Did it have
Like peas?
It had peas in it, but the pea flavor was
Oh, well, then that's why.
overwhelming.
That explains it then.
No, I know. But the peas really overpowered the rest of the chicken flavor. So I didn't care.
The plain
I didn't
tastes
care
like
for them.
pea. We shouldn't get the pea flavored dumplings from
They should.
So you don't like the taste of pea?
I didn't like the taste of pea.
Yeah.
I understand why Ling Ling wouldn't want to advertise them as pea.
That's why
flavored.
they call them plain.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Plain and
Do they make a...
plain and
I have
pies.
had those too, I realized. I've had Ling Ling. The last ones I tried with the dumpling daughter, I got the pork and chive. Does Ling Ling make pork and chive?
I don't know. I've only ever seen the spicy chicken and the plain.
The pea.
Right.
The pea.
Okay. Maybe we got to try those out.
Honestly,
It feels like
don't
it's
wanna
calling
find-
for an episode at this point.
Yeah.
You got to test the pea flavor, see if maybe there's a poo flavor.
Can I bring something up? It's not directly frozen food related, but it is something food in general that I've been thinking a lot about lately. And feel free to stop me if this sounds stupid or I sound crazy.
I'll cut it if it's not good.
Okay. I've noticed that so many foods now use the word flavor on their packaging. Okay. So I first noticed it with chips. Okay. I got a bag of salt and vinegar chips. Right.
Okay.
And on the package, it says salt and vinegar flavored, which I thought was odd because salt and vinegar are already the flavors. Why does it need to, and I know what salt and vinegar taste like. Why does it need to specify flavored?
I doubt they're artificially creating those flavors. It would be ridiculous to artificially create the flavor of salt.
Is it because they are not chips made of salt and vinegar? They are chips that are flavored to taste like they have salt and vinegar on them. Is this like a legal thing?
Okay. I hear that, and I guess that makes sense for the chips specifically.
Right.
But I implore my fellow Froze Bros and the listeners out there to take a look at food packaging, because so much of it will say, to me, it feels like no food is what it is. It's all something else flavored.
Except
you know
for plain.
I mean? Except for plain. In which case, pea flavored.
Right.
I don't know.
We'll watch out for that.
Yeah, I'll take off my tinfoil hat, but there's something there. Everything is flavored.
Yeah. Is this a conspiracy thing? Like, do you think that flavor is like a fake term that they're using to like get around some legalese because it's actually there is no traces of salt and or vinegar in these chips? Like, is it that kind of thing?
I don't know. It's still stewing in my brain, and this is kind of one of the first times I'm saying it out loud too, which is why I prefaced it with "Stop me if."
Right.
Now this stays in.
Stupid.
This is good.
You made the cut.
This is good.
But I'll continue to let it brew. If any listeners have any thoughts, feel free to comment on Instagram or on TikTok.
Or email, right?
Email us, yeah.
Or email.
frozebrospod@gmail.com. I had a signature product this week too. I wanted onion rings and tried out the signature brand, made them in the air fryer, following their directions. They just completely dried out, on the inside too. It went too far in the air fryer. I was going to say the air dryer, but I did not put them. I didn't put them in the dryer.
Sounds like you might.
Isn't that what it does? Though it just kind of dries it up.
It does. Kind of? It should crisp up the outside, but not dehydrate the onions inside.
I feel like that's too thin a food for an air fryer. I think you need, like, an air fryer works well when there's something kind of thick on the inside and then, like, a batter on the outside.
Probably.
It feels like it got through to the center too fast.
I have tried more of our Purdue chicken wings.
I have too.
I got just the roasted ones to see what those. They need flavor on them.
Yeah, a little bit. But they weren't as plain. They didn't taste like pea, and they weren't as plain as I was afraid they would be. And like I dipped them in some barbecue sauce, but I was like, no, they're kind of fine on their own. I didn't buy them, actually. Kristen bought them. She was influenced by the episode.
Great.
So we're doing wonders for Purdue.
Do you hear that, advertisers?
Yeah, that's right. Call us.
I bought real blue cheese dressing to go with mine.
Ooh.
And I left the fat-free at Mike's place.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's for the best.
I also had a few frozen foods and drinks on a vacation recently. I was in Key West and Nassau, Bahamas. I found I actually posted this on our social media already. I found a chocolate-covered frozen key lime pie on a stick.
Ooh,
whoa!
That sounds good.
That was really good. That was one of the best things. If we were rating that on this podcast, that would get a 5 or 6.
Wow. Yeah.
And a bunch of frozen drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I might have posted a couple of pictures of those. And there was a ice martini bar. It was out in the open, but the top of the bar was frosted ice.
Interesting.
You could carve words into it and such.
We've talked about that before. I think Darren and I were at the Temps. We were talking about the bars that have ice.
Yeah, this wasn't this wasn't the whole room frozen. This was just the top of the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would say, so this was in, like, was this Florida? Or
This was on a cruise ship.
Okay. I'm just thinking, still warm weather, maybe using the same technology they used to freeze Walt Disney's head.
I think so.
Maybe. This wasn't a Disney cruise, or I would have started digging.
Yeah. Ship it away. He's really in there, though. You don't want the kids to, like, walk up to the bar and see Walt's face through the ice.
Maybe I took Mike on vacation and he's in there.
Darren, so you mentioned frozen drinks on the cruise. We're talking pina coladas, daiquiris. Those are the only two that come to mind. What other ones did you have on the
mudslide? That's the
mudslide. Oh, mudslide.
I don't do mudslides. I don't like any dairy in it. Alcohol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that mix. I don't even really love what's the big thing, the chocolate martinis.
Espresso martinis?
The espresso martinis.
Oh,
I've never had
I
one.
had an espresso martini the other day with dairy. Actually, was it dairy? It was like an egg foam on top. This was at, I think it's called Saigon Babylon, maybe in Cambridge. It was delicious. It was creamy. It was espresso-y, and it gave me the perfect little jolt that I needed to go sit through a 2.5 hour play that I absolutely hated.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we're not the play podcast, or I'd ask you about that, but I'm sure that would be a long story.
Yeah.
Anything else frozen you've had?
So I have had a number of gluten-free frozen foods that I felt like I had to bring up because somebody, I think, emailed in and asked about gluten-free frozen food.
Yes.
And I was like, I got you. There's a brand called Feel Good Foods. They make everything gluten-free, and they have some real hits, and they also have some real misses. I bought a bunch of them for Valentine's Day. This was my move this year. But like 4 of them, didn't end up making a single one of them on Valentine's Day. I think I just had leftovers that night. Kristen was out. She got home late. She didn't feel good. We didn't eat. Anyway, they have chicken pot stickers that are fully gluten-free. Those are great.
Nice.
Would recommend. They sell them
What flavor are they?
big bag.
Pea.
They're pea flavored, but it's like
Good.
It's like a good healthy pea, you know.
Nice.
They sell them in a nice big bag at Whole Foods. It's really good. They also make gluten-free mozzarella sticks that are good. They make mac and cheese bites that I don't think I liked that much. But they also make these cream cheese filled bagels that you heat. They come frozen, and you heat them up in the air fryer. And I did not eat them. I gave them to Kristen for work for her breakfast, and she said they were disgusting, and she felt terrible the rest of the day. But you're heating up cream cheese.
Yeah, that's not.
And it says on the box, like, warning may include, like, cream cheese will be hot. And I think that's disgusting. So I would say stick to, like, the pot stickers. They also make a soup dumpling, which we haven't tried yet. Stick to that kind of stuff. Don't get away from the cream cheese.
Even cream cheese on a hot bagel starts to liquefy.
Right. And it's not.
I'd like to counterpoint.
Heat it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to counterpoint the situation or this conversation because one of my favorite appetizers my parents used to make for Christmas growing up was they would take a puff pastry and just roll a little thumb of cream cheese in the puff pastry and then pop it in the toaster oven. It would make this little puffed cream cheese bite in there.
But
delicious.
That feels like the right amount of, like, heated cream cheese. I think, like, globs of it, not good.
No
and
good.
Actually, what's in crab rangoon? Is there cream cheese in that?
That is
too?
crab rangoon, yeah.
Yeah, crab rangoons.
But
love me a crab rangoon.
Yeah, that's like a perfect food. So whatever they did there, they nailed it.
Sometimes the ratio is off in a crab rangoon, and it does taste too cream cheesy.
It's very true.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Hot take.
And
hot cold take. I actually don't like cream cheese. I just don't.
That doesn't surprise me.
Fan. I know.
That doesn't surprise me. Coming from the guy that doesn't like butter and bread.
I don't like butter or cream cheese. So I like
no butter.
Yeah, no, not like I'll cook with butter, but I don't want it. Like I don't put butter on toast.
I sometimes just use toasted bread as a vehicle to eat butter.
It's most people.
That's what bread is for. That's what toast is for.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Shaun,
I think it was raised wrong. I don't know what happened.
What do you put on your toast?
I put peanut butter or jam, and sometimes both. If I have like a nice little adult PB&J.
What kind of jam? What kind of jam?
Recently I was doing. Did I talk about this in the last episode? Yeah, I did at the Stonewall Kitchen.
Yeah,
This is all I ever talk about.
The holiday.
I haven't used the hot jam yet.
I
Yes,
did.
the holiday one.
I made a grilled cheese and put some of that peach
Yeah.
pepper jam
Ooh.
in it.
That sounds good.
That was really good.
Yeah. So when I have a Stonewall, I'll go Stonewall. If not, whatever I've got in the fridge.
And I didn't
Nice.
I didn't make my grilled cheese in the toaster like Mike does.
I guess that's one way to do it.
I make grilled cheeses in the toaster oven.
Do you make them open faced?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
You do just in the toaster oven, right?
Use a pan.
Yeah. Well, he was just saying toaster, that he makes them in the toaster. I understood.
I thought he squeezed 2 slices of bread together with cheese and then stuck it into the toaster.
No. If you're gonna make,
I thought too. Then I came to understand that he meant a toaster oven when he was just saying toaster.
Yeah.
Here's what you do: you lay the toaster on its side,
yes,
and then you put the bread in horizontally, parallel to the counter.
Does it work that way? Is it like when a heater tips over, it goes off?
It makes a horrible mess.
I'm sure it catches on fire and burns the house down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've also had Clio. I've had more of the Clios. I felt like I had to. I went back to BJ's. They have 2 other boxes. Max, you got to try these things because I think
they look
you're
good.
the only one that hasn't. They're nice little Greek yogurt bars. Do you like Greek yogurt?
I think so.
Like flavored Greek.
It's just ice cream. It's just ice cream, right?
It's Greek yogurt flavor.
Well, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yogurt.
Yes.
But yeah, right. But it's not frozen yogurt. So it literally it tastes like you froze yogurt, which I did recently do actually.
So just ice cream. That's how ice cream tastes.
No, it's not yogurt. I mean, it's not ice cream though. It's yogurt. It's not frozen yogurt. Whatever. Anyway, the new Clios I tried are mixed berry and strawberry banana. Big fan of both. The strawberry banana tastes like a smoothie that was then frozen and then they're covered in white chocolate, which I like less.
I don't like it at all.
I think they also they have one other. There might just be a vanilla and chocolate flavor or something. I gotta try them. Gotta get back to BJ's. But those are my big things for this week. That's what I got.
Yeah, get some, Max. We could get a 4th vote on those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think
they look good. You know what's crazy? I think there's a Clio package in my apartment. I think Naomi brought some or had some at some point.
Really?
Yeah, it's right over there. I think. Hold on.
Go get them. Well, wait, but it's just a box? Well, then we'll have to get Naomi's vote. She will have to be the deciding 4th vote.
Yeah, you'll have to have Naomi on the pod so she can talk about it. But yeah, it's this.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, this is the Greek yogurt bar dipped in chocolatey coating.
Yes. Is that the strawberry one?
Strawberry.
Text her right now. Find out what she thought about them.
How is Clio getting everybody to buy these? It's Miss Clio is behind this.
That's right. Yeah,
the Psychic Readers Network.
You should try to get Clio on the pod.
I bet she'd come on.
I think so too.
She's already getting great marketing so far. Granted, 2 of the 3 of us have said not to buy them, but I stand for like 4 people because I'm a big proponent of these things. They have like 4 grams of protein in them or something. It's a good, nice little protein.
8 grams of protein.
Oh, even better.
You know what? Can I put my tinfoil hat on again because I have another thought.
Oh no! Hold on. Can I predict this?
Sure.
Do you think that like big protein is out to get us right now because protein is such a big thing in like food culture right now?
No, I don't think it's big protein. My thoughts haven't gone that far yet. However, I have noticed that every recipe that's popular right now, or every, like you said, food culture right now, it's all try this high protein mac and cheese is the perfect thing for after the gym. And yeah, literally. Bro, no wonder why everyone's so like worked up and unhappy these days. People, eat a fucking carb. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
like
you don't protein.
That's right.
Yes. But like, remember like the Atkins craze?
Yes.
Like 20, 25 years ago?
But that was more like high fat. This is this is high protein. So everyone's like jacked and that's why they're so angry.
Yes.
It's like roid rage, but from food.
People like have a little treat, have a little
Clio.
A little Clio. We're not sponsored yet.
8 grams of protein.
Have some bread.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Have some bread.
Wrap your Clio in a tortilla. And then actually, sounds kind of good. Max, you said you had a couple other frozen foods that you wanted to bring up.
Yeah, do we have time? Do we have time to...
Yeah. We'll
make it work.
Okay, so I don't think I've been on the pod since we've been doing this, but we were getting tasty cakes
Oh, okay.
For a few weeks, and we were freezing them, and they were incredible. They were really, really great frozen. It was like a cookie with peanut butter on it, and it's all covered in chocolate.
Ooh.
It's great frozen. It's really, really great frozen. That
sounds delicious.
They also make these little coffee cakes that are definitely better frozen.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. Not frozen. They have like a weird kind of taste to them. And
Is it coffee?
I don't know. No, it's not coffee. No, that's not the weird
taste. Is it pea?
It might be pea.
It might be pea. You know what? Check the ingredients.
Are they plain coffee cakes?
They might be. Plain is code for pea.
Plain flavored coffee cakes.
And I also had my new favorite cookie recently.
Ooh.
You know Biscoff cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make Biscoff little cookie sandwiches with icing, like Oreos.
Oh. Hold on, you're telling me Biscoff cookies exist outside of airplanes?
Yes, and they're delicious. Really?
That's the only time I ever have.
Okay, then I'm going to blow your mind right now. Maybe you don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
So not only can you buy Biscoff cookies at a grocery store, but do you know about Biscoff butter?
Actually, this I do know about.
I don't.
You can get, like, has the consistency of, like, a slightly more grainy peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But it tastes like Biscoff cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this I feel like I've seen and heard about in the wild, but Biscoff cookies outside of an airplane doesn't exist.
I'm telling you, the little cookie sandwiches with the vanilla, they're really great.
That sounds delicious.
Froze Nation, throw them in the freezer. I'm telling you.
Froze Nation.
Oh, right. So you're freezing them?
Yeah, I froze them.
Have you frozen Oreos on the show?
We have.
Are they better?
I don't think any of us liked it.
Really?
Mike, Joe, and I tried it.
Work. Okay.
And Mike and Joe are Oreos fans,
right? And
didn't like it as much frozen.
Okay.
I'm not even as much of an Oreo fan in any way. It's too sweet.
Yeah.
I love an Oreo. I might have to freeze one.
I loved Nutter Butters frozen.
Oh, when you said the tasty cakes had peanut butter in them, I was like, oh, frozen peanut butter goes a long way because it gets a little crunchy. So that sounds even better on a Nutter Butter.
I don't know if this has ever come up on the pod before, but food does taste different frozen because when it's cold and hits your taste buds don't process it the same.
Okay.
Right.
So that's why, like, a lot of, like, I find it with chocolate, usually the most. Chocolate loses its flavor when you freeze it because it's not melting over your tongue and it doesn't have the same effect on your taste buds. And that's the same with everything. I learned that at Sam Adams Brewery, which is why, like, for an example, there's a certain beer that comes in a silver can with mountains on them, and they want you to drink the beer when the mountains are blue, when it's cold.
Are you not saying the name because you don't want to give them free publicity?
So it doesn't taste so plain.
Exactly. And as we've learned,
some beer does taste like plain.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, freezing dulls flavor, which I guess is what you're saying, but I never thought about the
biological reasons for it.
The scientific reasons.
It shocks your taste buds.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, you learn something new every episode.
Yeah.
All right, should we move on to some?
We probably should.
Some frozen food news.
Do it.
Yeah,
some frozen food news. Follow up on the American Frozen Foods Institute conference, which was just recently held in Dallas, and Mike and I declined to attend. We were not invited, actually.
I think by next year, we already owned
up to that.
You'll get tickets next year. You'll get the invite.
Yeah.
Over 1,600 people went this year. And they announced where next year will be. San Diego.
Another warm location.
Great.
Yeah.
They're pumping the AC at these buildings.
Rather go to San Diego than Dallas.
San Diego's a nice location.
But AFFI 2027, come to Boston.
Yep.
No way.
They'll barely have to pay for AC.
Yeah.
Everything will already be frozen.
Oh, you're saying they should come to Boston, not there?
Yeah, this is.
Yes.
Yeah. We will sponsor them. Wait, I got them that the other way around. They're going to sponsor us.
You said how many people went this year?
1,600.
They could fit 1,602. They could take the two of you.
We would
Is this a ticketed event?
Too.
Do you have to pay to get in?
Oh, yeah.
It's like $3,000. It's like $2,000.
No.
It was a lot. I looked it up.
Really?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right.
Well, most of these are industry professionals who have their companies paying for them. So,
right.
Conagra is probably sending 30 people.
Right. That's a lot of money then.
Yeah.
But 1,600 for a conference feels like not a big number. I think drop those ticket prices. Let the public in.
Yeah. That's what we said.
Wait,
we would
what'd you
probably
say?
be the first.
I'm saying make it cheaper.
Yeah, it's $2,000. Full conference rate.
Wow.
An AFFI member was $900. Non-members, $1,995.
That's ridiculous.
Frozen food fans are just free.
Oh yeah, frozen food fans or podcast hosts complimentary.
Oh,
excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Look at that. Oh, interesting. It says podcast hosts optional booth space. You guys should look into this.
I was going to say you should actually try to get a media pass. I bet you could get a media pass and get in there. Get some interviews.
If they come here, we will get media passes.
You're not going to
If they come to Boston, you have some clout because they talked about you guys on BPR.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Which was so crazy. I'm so glad that happened.
Our numbers are still up from that.
Amazing.
Not as high as they were the single day when we were actually on with everybody checking us right away.
Not a ton of retention.
There's been a huge bump. Some people probably listened for a minute or two.
Yeah, right.
We're definitely not the same audience as BPR, but there's a little bit of crossover, I'm sure. So,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we found them. They found us.
That's right.
There are a couple of recalls I wanted to mention, too. Igloo Coolers has had to recall their 90-quart flip-and-toe rolling cooler. Over 1 million being recalled because there are reports of fingertip injuries, including lacerations, fractures, and amputations. How about you buy a cooler and it cuts your fingers off?
What is this? A cooler or the Cybertruck? Am I right? More like the cooler truck.
So if you've got one of these Igloo coolers...
Hold on, 90 quarts?
90 quarts.
How big is that? That's huge.
That is big, right?
That's got to be that's giant. That's
so there's
bigger
a lot of
than
weight on that.
Yeah.
So they recalled over 1 million coolers, you said.
Yes.
But what I find interesting is on the Consumer Product Safety Commission website, it's not just like a couple models. It's almost 40.
Whoa.
40 different models have this problem that they've recalled. So it's not just like one version or model of this cooler.
So if you've got an Igloo cooler, any Igloo cooler, look into this.
Hey,
and specifically,
Max, go ahead.
If you've got the Latitude 90 roller, the Max Cold Latitude 90 roller,
I was just about to point that one out. Do you own one of those?
If you've got the 34202,
you're just gonna keep going.
The 34241, should I keep reading
these?
these?
Hear this. I just thought it was funny that your name was in one.
You're not going to name all 40.
Oh, watch me, Darren.
I'm not asking. You're
watch
not
me.
Name all 40.
34241, 34389. Yeah, I am on my own track. You can just turn me off. But I dare you to. The people need to hear this, and if you censor me, you're doing a disservice to the public. 34424, 34488.
I'm kind of surprised.
34506.
They're kind of plastic, just like a thick plastic. They're not like they're metal.
Slam down and
maybe it's really heavy on the top.
Got to be.
Well,
I had a.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I was taking this on a tangent.
Well, I think yes, it might be surprising that a seemingly innocent-looking cooler might be harmful in some way. However, back in 2019, there was another Igloo cooler recall.
Ooh.
After a 5-year-old from Florida became trapped inside an Igloo cooler while the cooler was playing hide and seek with the lid open before it shut and he was locked in.
Oh, no.
I guess it had some kind of latch that came down and closed him in or something.
They do look like they have latches, yeah.
So not the first time for Igloo to have...
Igloo.
You'd think they would learn.
Yeah.
After the one child. Did the kid make it out? Is the kid okay?
I think so, yes.
Let's hope so.
He's with Walt Disney now.
Yes, he got out safely. But this is why I mentioned the number of models that were affected by the current recall, because this recall in 2019 only affects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 7 or 8 models. So it's pretty significant that this time around 40 models are being recalled. That's wild.
That's crazy. They have 40 models of cooler. I mean, how much can you change about a cooler? You put a cup holder on it, you put 2 cup holders on it, and then you have a cooler. I mean, that's pretty much the whole thing.
Clearly, you don't know much about cooling technology.
I guess that's true.
The handle,
you have
the wheel size.
You put a wheel on one side, you put a wheel on the other side.
We're talking like, does it have a drain? We're talking like what the texture of the wheels.
Maybe
we're talking length of the handle.
So many different coolers and just make one perfect, unrecallable cooler.
We don't even know what part of the cooler it was that cut these people's fingers.
That is true. It could have been the wheel.
Yeah.
It was the toe handle. Did you not read the Consumer Product Safety Commission website?
Are you calling me out? I'm not doing my research for the.
It's the toe handle can pinch consumers' fingertips against the cooler, posing fingertip amputation and crushing hazards.
God, what is the toe handle?
Affecting over 1 million units.
Thank you for responding to my
I guess in the U.S., in addition, it says about 47,000 in Canada and 23,000 in Mexico.
So what's the toe handle?
The toe handle is the part of it that comes up on the side. So I'm showing, for the listeners, I'm showing them on my Zoom. It's this thing on the side, the toe handle, the thing you pull up.
We'll post a picture of this.
Yeah, post a picture.
I think those people have weak. Oh, God damn.
Hey.
Let's try that again. They have weak fingertips.
Are you victim blaming now?
Yes.
Don't victim blame.
No, this is on
That's
them.
That's awful, Shaun. We're talking
how to use a cooler. What are you?
These people will never play the piano. They'll never play the guitar.
They could beat the odds.
I had a Boy Scout leader who had a couple amputated fingertips, and it was creepy.
Did he own an igloo cooler?
I don't think so.
My dad cut his finger off one time, but they sewed it back on.
Oh, cool.
He cut off at the knuckle, and they just like stitched it back together. And then the nerve, they just tied it in a knot, and they said, and he has like a little ball.
Wow.
In his you can see a little lump.
No,
but it was from like an axe, not like a fucking cooler. Come on.
Yeah, I think the story with the scout leader was some sort of chainsaw or something too.
Yeah, that's cool.
That whole situation was creepy though. We met in the basement of a church building in a caged room. There were so many red flags. That's for therapy.
That's above the Froze Bros pay grade.
One more recall. Trader Joe's.
Oh, no.
They have been called out for having a lot of recalls.
That's why I don't shop there.
Their most recent one of their most recent ones, an acai bowl recall. This is sold frozen acai bowl with berries and all the other stuff that goes in there. The reason, they may contain plastic.
Well,
don't we just assume everything contains plastic?
Yes, everything might contain plastic. This is
but
just, if
doesn't that mean
you signed up for it? What does that mean?
I couldn't find a similar Consumer Safety Commission page about this. Let me see if I can
find all the models of acai bowl that got recalled.
I found.
Don't make me start reading those numbers again, because I will.
Don't, please. I will say, I think also, I know I kind of pitched them earlier. I think Feel Good Foods also had a recall for, I think it was the mac and cheese bites, that they might contain pieces of metal.
Oh,
which I think I have some in my freezer from a while ago, and I will still eat them. Pretty sure that's the plan.
I think Mike had one of these acai bowls. He talked about it several episodes ago. I don't remember where he said he got it or what brand. We probably just know too much about each other's eating habits too. So.
Hold on. These bowls are sold frozen?
Yes. It's a frozen Trader Joe's acai bowl.
But isn't acai usually eaten cold?
Yeah, so you just let it thaw, basically.
For how long?
I don't know.
It's a great question. If you want to look up the instructions, you can do that and then read them to us for a few minutes if you really want.
Oh.
Maybe it's like a microwave for 30 seconds.
That's kind of what I was
Shaun,
thinking.
Yeah.
Don't you dare start making those kinds of jokes to me, because I will do it.
We can just mute you and just keep talking over here.
How dare you? This is censorship.
He's on a separate track. We can just cut him.
Yeah. Easy enough.
All right, we got some good food to try today.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
This episode is going to drop on Mardi Gras. So, Laissez le bon temps rouler.
Sure.
Right?
I was going to try to say My version of a New Orleans theme. I didn't know what to say. I was going to say yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Is that Cajun?
I know nothing. I know nothing about Mardi Gras besides the beads.
We'll get into New Orleans and Bourbon Street and food we're going to try when we come back after a break. I gotta try to say that again and maybe get a better.
No, leave it in. Leave it in.
Cut of that.
No, yeah, it was. I think it was
perfect
good
as it was.
Laissez les bon temps.
There you go.
Roulés. Or maybe
bon temps roulés.
Laissez les bon temps frisés.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so we'll talk about what we're going to try when we come back from this break. And we are back.
$34,997, $34,998, $34,999.
Still giving us some of those.
$35,000. 35000. Guys, those are all of the model numbers that have been recalled for the
all right,
cooler.
And thank you, Max. Yes, if you have any of those models.
You didn't cut that out, did you? You kept all those numbers in?
No. Everything's in there, Max.
Okay, good.
It's all of it, yes. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. It's important work.
Max, did you have the 32,000 in there?
Oh, let me check. I think I said that. Why?
Well, because I think I got to go back. I got to bring it back. Where do I bring it? I think I have a recall.
Well, it just says the remedy is to replace it.
I think I had 32,000B.
Oh, that's definitely on there.
Yes, that one was back there for sure.
Bye to your fingertips.
That's right.
Yes. No, I mean, if you do have one of those coolers that is dangerous, you could find your local lake or river. Just toss it right out the window. Moving car, don't even stop.
Will I get my money back?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I have no idea.
Well, you're the source on all of this, apparently.
So a small child can get in that cooler when he finds it in the river.
Exactly.
True.
You get locked inside.
All right. We've exhausted the cooler talk.
Let's cool it.
Yeah, let's put that one on ice.
So we're celebrating Mardi Gras here. Shaun and I...
Wait, say it again. Parlez-vous français? What did you...
Parlez-vous froze?
Laissez les bon temps frisés.
Yeah, there we go.
And we're actually drinking some New Orleans beer, too. Abita. I knew that Abita was a New Orleans brewery. All I could find, though, was Purple Haze Raspberry Lager, which does have a little bit of a raspberry taste to it.
It's honestly kind of nice.
It is. It's not bad.
I don't mind the
raspberry. I don't know what it's called now, but Dixie beer used to be from New Orleans. I know they changed their name. I don't know when that was, 2019, 2020, around there. Around the same time the Dixie Chicks became the Chicks.
Oh, right.
Now,
did they just make it the brewery?
I don't know. That's one where I don't think they needed to, because the name's not the problem. It's the reputation of Dixie in general.
Right.
It's just, it just means south of the Mason-Dixon line. Businesses change their brands and reputations, and, sometimes in a short matter of years. The South has had 150 fucking years to change their reputation, right, and they haven't.
Yeah.
So that's on you, Confederacy.
And maybe the Dixie Chicks were their chance.
Maybe
they could have been the forefront for fixing the Dixie.
Anyway, when I saw that we were going to drop an episode on Mardi Gras, I wanted to get something from New Orleans. I tried to see if I could get a king cake.
That would have been
frozen and shipped, but they don't do that. They don't ship them frozen. And we could have frozen one, but
frozen beignets were also a struggle, right?
Yeah, I found a place that had frozen beignets. They had a minimum order, and I would have had to get some shipped to Max, who was remote. It would have been like $100 worth of beignets.
Yeah,
so we weren't doing that.
You can't really eat more than like 3 beignets at once. That's going to last you forever.
We could have had a meal shipped frozen from Commander's Palace. That would have been a few $100s as well.
Okay.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
But we ended up with Zatarain's brand, which makes some frozen and non-frozen items. We have tried the Cajun-Style chicken carbonara. I'll put a picture of this on our social media. It'll be the podcast main photo. Mm-hmm. There's so much to say. There's so much to say about
they
this.
do make a couple other New Orleans style meals, right?
They do.
We settled on the chicken carbonara, but
I bought a few of them. They
okay.
make, let's see what else they make.
I think there's a shrimp one.
You guys talked. There's a shrimp one, yeah. Because at one point I was going to ask you if you had any allergies.
Oh, right. No, would have been fine with the shrimp.
Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself on this box. Where should we start? Ease of cooking?
We usually start with the packaging.
All right, let's start with the packaging.
So you get started. I am going to look up what other brands they have.
Picture of it. Now we're both going to be on our phone.
Yeah,
this is all you.
I have a picture of them too.
So
I got it. No, Max, shut up. They have the New Orleans style shrimp Alfredo, and the New Orleans style blackened chicken with yellow rice. And also a New Orleans style bourbon chicken pasta. Oh, this is the ones you said.
That's the one I said. Yeah. They also, I found online that they make a gumbo that's frozen, but I couldn't find it in any local supermarket.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It would have been.
It looks like I saw another one in stores that was a blackened chicken Alfredo. So lots of different combinations of pasta with different meats and cream sauces.
Yeah, a few of them are just pastas with New Orleans flavor, Cajun-Style, as they write on the package.
Yeah.
But there is some Italian influence in New Orleans. There's a little bit of everything influence there.
A melting pot,
like a stew almost.
Almost like a gumbo. So this packaging, I was struck because never mind. I'm confusing the Zatarain's or logo with Uncle Ben for some Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's rice is just his face, isn't it?
They might have stopped using his face too, though, and they're just Uncle Ben's without a face to the product.
Interesting. So I'd like to point out on the front of the box, right off the bat, here we go. Exactly what I was talking about before. Let me make sure I'm recording this and the people can hear what I'm saying.
Really?
Seasoned white meat chicken and linguine in a creamy bacon and Parmesan flavored sauce. It's not a Parmesan sauce. It's Parmesan flavored.
Well, okay. This does raise a question though, because now we have evidence. Oh my God, there really are so many ingredients.
And I've already went through. When I was quiet just a few minutes ago, I was going through and I was just making some notes on in this ingredients list of stuff I'd like to point out.
And can I ask, when you're doing that? Oh, okay, yeah. Did you find Parmesan? Because I found something that is more suspect.
So there are two. So the front of the package, we'll get back to, I guess, because now I'm deep in ingredients here. This is, as Darren said. This is as Darren said.
We can't spend an hour talking about the package, though. Just
okay. Well, then let's jump right to ingredients, because as Darren said, this is the most ingredients I've ever seen in any food.
It's a ton.
Yeah.
So I noticed it says Parmesan flavored sauce on the front. So I went to the ingredients list to see where I could find some evidence of any kind of cheese. Now, in the ingredients list, there are 2 instances of cheese flavor listed as ingredients. The first one is, so also ingredients are listed in order of how much is used in the product. So the one that is used most, listed first, is cheese flavor, and in parentheses it says, a dehydrated blend of Romano cheese made from cow's milk, and then it lists ingredients for cow's milk.
And it has ingredients for cow's milk?
Yes.
Is the ingredient not milk?
It's like, okay, so it says cheese flavor, parentheses, a dehydrated blend of Romano cheese made from cow's milk. Bracket, part skim cow's milk, cheese culture, salt, enzymes, end bracket, sodium phosphate, close parentheses. This is the craziest ingredients I've ever seen.
None of this is real.
The second cheese flavor listed is a dehydrated blend of Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
So, and it lists it similarly, except it's a dehydrated blend of Parmesan cheese. So, this word flavored is because I'm sure this little meal does not, as was mentioned before, I think, this does not meet the legal requirement for cheese. So they can't say it's a cheese sauce. They have to say it's flavored because it is not actually
flavored with cheese flavor. So I think you're onto something, honestly. You've kind of swayed me just based on this one meal alone.
It's just interesting. Nothing is what it is. Like like this is not just a Parmesan sauce. It's Parmesan flavored.
Is the chicken flavored?
No, it says it uses real chicken, I think. Blackened, seasoned, grilled chicken. white meat chicken, water, blackened seasoning. Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, so the chicken is real. It's the sauce is flavored and therefore not real. I think you're onto something.
With a Cajun-style twist.
Right.
Chemicals.
Yeah.
This Zatarain's logo has been around a long time. They've got that up at the top of the box. It's a silhouette of a guy playing a...
Yeah, I wanted to say trumpet, but it doesn't... I guess it is a clarinet,
That's
isn't
clarinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no handle on that or anything.
So he's playing an F sharp?
Okay, sure. A New Orleans-style tradition since 1889. This was a family business. They sold it decades ago. It's owned by McCormick Spices now.
Interesting.
But they're still distributing under the Zatarain's name. The address on the back is New Orleans.
Good for them.
Yeah.
A real local business.
Papa Zatarain might be spinning in his grave over this.
Honestly, you should try to get Papa Zatarain on the podcast.
We should. We should.
Appearance-wise, I don't love this packaging, I'll be honest. I think the Zatarain's logo is solid, it's good. It feels like New Orleans, I guess. I think here's my big criticism with this. I think the phrase New Orleans style gets kind of buried in the design here. Like my thoughts on this packaging is more like really from like a graphic design perspective. I think it's like kind of weak across the board. It doesn't pop. The New Orleans style doesn't pop. There's weird text underneath the chicken carbonara that is faded into the background.
Well, they've got sort of a golden brown on an orange, which is terrible.
It feels
poor
like they
design
don't want
choice.
to read it. Over
black and white photo of Bourbon Street-like buildings in back, so it's too busy.
Which actually, can I say that again? I don't even think it is Bourbon. It's Decatur and another one that starts with a D. So we're not even on Bourbon Street. We're on Decatur Street. So, if you're in New Orleans, come on, just go to Bourbon. We know.
Have you both been to New Orleans?
I've never been, no.
I have been. I went about a year ago almost to the date. I had a great time. Have you been to New Orleans?
I've been several times. My daughter started college in New Orleans, did not stay down there.
Tulane?
Loyola,
okay.
Right next to Tulane. Her first year was the COVID year.
Okay.
She had a terrible first semester, so being good parents, my wife and I went down there many times to see her for a few minutes and then eat and drink.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to go hang out in New Orleans.
First time I was there was when I brought her for Accepted Students College weekend, and there were a lot of activities, things to do, and then students could stay on campus overnight, see what rooms were like.
Mm-hmm.
I was going back to the hotel. I was staying near Bourbon Street.
Mm-hmm.
The colleges are more sort of garden district, I guess. I wanted to get on a streetcar, see what that was like.
Yeah.
It was raining a little bit when I went to find the streetcar stop.
Mm-hmm.
Then it just started pouring buckets. And when it rains down there, the water there's nowhere for it to drain to.
Right,
it just starts coming. I'm getting soaked. Not sure if I'm in the right place to even get the streetcar. I don't know how I'm going to get on. Finally, someone helped me. I had to hold back, saying that I've always depended upon the kindness of strangers. But I did get back to the hotel. Found some excellent bars and restaurants. Tried so many different places down there. The food is really remarkable.
It's out of this world.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gas station food is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Have you been by any chance to Cajun?
I don't remember the name.
Cajun is one of the restaurants we went to. So I went for a bachelor's party, and that was our big meal. Was this restaurant called Cajun? It's based around around a butchery. Pork is sort of their main export. They also have a sandwich shop that they kind of runs during the day, and then the restaurant is the rest of the time. It was the best meal I've ever had. It was every single thing that they gave us was delicious. We ate alligator bites. We had wood-fired oysters that we think about to this day.
I love grilled oysters.
Yeah.
And you can't find them anywhere else.
No.
Mike and I found a place in Boston that said they had grilled oysters that we went to. It was out in Dorchester, I think. We sat and waited for them for about an hour or two, even though we were the only people in there.
Right.
They just weren't the same.
Yeah. No, they were so good. And everyone, of course, like all the people are amazing. I remember the waiter was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're ever in New Orleans again, go to Cochon. I loved everything about the trip, but I think New Orleans is like, it shouldn't exist. Like, I think it's a crazy place that it's like a lawless land. I walked into a CVS with a beer in my hand, totally drunk at 4:00 in the morning. I accidentally stole contact solution while drinking in the CVS. I didn't realize it. I walked out and my friend was like, "Hey, you didn't pay for that, right?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Yeah, you just forgot to scan your card and walked out." And I took off running down the street because I didn't know what to do. I forgot to pack contact solution, so I had to buy it. But it was 4:00 in the morning. We were leaving Bourbon Street, and I had to take my contacts out.
How long was this? How long ago was this? A year ago to the day, almost.
This was a year ago. Yeah.
I hope the statute of limitations has passed because you just confessed to a crime.
You know what? That's come get me. And here's the thing: if they want their money, I will happily pay for the contact solution. I tried to. I think I just missed. I think I stuck my hand out to scan it. I have no idea what happened because it's such a blur to me. But all I know is I didn't pay. So anyway, I love it, but I also think that maybe it shouldn't exist. It's crazy.
Bourbon Street is unlike anywhere else I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's just packed like the biggest college party you've ever seen. And this could be on a random Tuesday.
Yeah. I will say it made me wish that everything everywhere had open container, that open containers were okay. Because being able to walk into a bar, buy a drink, and then just leave was crazy. And be like, I don't like this place. I'm just going to walk to the next place. Loved that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, would recommend.
When you go drinking there, they don't give you glasses, do they?
Plastic.
I think mostly plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And some places have they'll be like, you got to finish your drink before you come in. But some places don't care. And they're open, all the doors are open. You just waltz right in.
Wow.
Yeah, you can, and they sell. So one of the famous drinks is the hand grenade that comes in this, it's like a green cup. The bottom, it looks like a grenade. And then it's like a tube basically. That's like a plastic drink, and everyone is walking around with those cups. And I remember we brought them into another bar, and then everyone proceeded to just leave their half-drink grenades in front of me while I finished mine, and no one else did. So yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that's my experience with New Orleans.
Damn, I gotta get down there.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Maybe we need a Froze Bros excursion.
Yeah,
a retreat.
Mm-hmm. We'll have our conference.
Yeah, we'll have our own conference.
On Bourbon Street. We should jump into the ease of cooking this frozen Zatarain's product.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at the directions again. I guess they're as clear as they could be. But we both fucked up.
At different points, too.
Actually, I did not fuck up. Mine ended up being perfectly fine.
But you didn't follow the directions.
So what Darren is saying is, what he's trying to claim is that when I took the bowl out of the cardboard box, there's a plastic film over the top. And like a fool, like a barbarian, I just went in and tore the plastic off the top before reading the directions, which say to cut slit in center of film cover.
I will say it's crazy to me that you did that, because anytime I open a frozen food with a cover on it, I then reach back into the trash where I've thrown out the directions, and then I have to check whether or not I'm supposed to poke holes in it, cut a slit, or take it off.
I mean,
that's step one.
What ended up happening
every time,
was that when I tore it, it split in the middle anyway. So when I put it back on, I didn't have to do anything else. It was already cut open and good to go. So mine ended up being fine. I know Darren had an issue.
Yeah, and this also says microwave on high for 3 minutes. Carefully peel back film. I didn't read ahead. I just microwaved it on high for 3 minutes, took it out, peeled back the film, threw away the film. I didn't read that you're supposed to stir, replace the film, put it back in for another minute or two. So I just covered it with some other plastic wrap.
Did you put a slit in that plastic wrap?
No.
See, it's important.
Even when you're trying to get back to the directions.
It's important to read the instructions.
I don't think it could have changed that much. No, this came.
No, I mean, I'm sure we ingested plenty of plastic in our carbonara. But other than that, it's fine.
it's important to follow the instructions because there's also a note on the package that says, for food safety and quality, follow these cooking instructions/directions. Internal temperature of meal should reach 165 after cooking.
Did anyone test theirs?
I did not.
No, does anybody ever?
But mine was definitely over 165.
No, yeah, I'm sure you were good.
Yeah. So mine went for 4.5 minutes total. It seemed like I went right between the 1 and 2 minutes for the back end.
Mine went for a full 5. I did 2 minutes at the end because when I took mine out after 3 minutes, it was still frozen in the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was pretty hot even after the 3 minutes.
Oh, there's also a note here, microwave ovens vary. Adjust cooking times as needed. So
This is true.
They do.
Yeah. What I also
there
find
are
crazy,
oven directions also?
Yeah, there are.
Go ahead.
I'm just shocked that this plastic bowl can both go in the microwave or the oven. I would not feel safe putting this plastic bowl in the oven.
Yeah, no.
I agree. And I also think that an oven might just dry this out and it would even be worse.
True, yeah.
Also, there's no way in hell I'm waiting 40 minutes for this thing.
Is that how long it takes?
Yes.
It says
That's
40
crazy.
40 minutes. No way I'm waiting for this meal for that
40
long.
minutes?
No, that would melt. That's crazy.
No
In
way.
what world are you ever going to choose that option? When given, I guess
if you don't have a
You
microwave.
don't have a microwave.
Who doesn't have a microwave?
The Luddites who don't have a microwave.
A lot of people do. My aunt has never had a microwave.
What? No, that's
she's never had one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know a couple of people who also don't have one.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And I always go, how do you reheat food?
Get a little cancer in your brain and you'll be fine. Every time I recently have noticed that the way that my apartment is set up, my microwave is in my pantry, and like there's only it's kind of inconvenient to like leave and come back. So I just find myself standing there on my phone while I'm microwaving things.
Yeah.
I'm just attacking myself with cancer every day, I'm sure.
Wait, but microwaves don't give off any dangerous radiation.
But
no, it doesn't.
Definitely, yeah, no. I'm definitely like destroying my brain.
No,
bit by bit, while I check Twitter and Instagram, and then go back to Twitter for the 2 minutes that I have to wait for my like.
Sean, I can promise you that being on Twitter is more damaging to your brain than standing near a microwave.
Yeah. All right, you're right.
All right, how did we feel about the appearance of this meal?
I thought it looked okay.
Looked fine.
It's not exactly what's on the package.
Absolutely not.
It's a lot of cream.
It is
cream flavored sauce or whatever.
It is. And to circle back to the ingredients and earlier comments on this very podcast, there is cream cheese listed on the ingredients as well. So
yes,
we got a hot cream cheese.
Some nice hot cream cheese.
Parmesan flavored sauce. It was very creamy.
Yeah, just to pick out some random things. Honey?
There's honey in there?
Honey, lemon juice, brown sugar. But all these things are like...
Was it lemon juice? Oh, I can't find it now.
It says lemon juice powder.
Powder, yes.
Which contain... Hold on. I gotta go back.
Wait, what? Lemon juice powder?
Hold on. Because it's part of a corn... Sweet cream solids, salt, but there's a bracket here, which means there's got to be a larger...
Can I say something? I think it should be illegal for frozen foods to list their ingredients. I think we went too far with the laws of health and safety. I think we got to just get rid of all the ingredients because I don't want to know what's in this. I don't need to know how the sauce.
Margarine, so that's basically admitting that there is plastic in here.
Right.
So the lemon juice or the lemon juice powder is part of the heavy cream sauce.
Oh, okay, that makes sense actually.
But hold on. Sorry, I'm going back to the packaging here.
We'll just sit here in silence while you.
So sorry, I was counting. No, I was counting. So the heavy cream sauce alone, the ingredients for the heavy cream sauce alone takes up 8 lines.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's insane. So
I guess that is the only thing in this that should require multiple ingredients.
I guess so.
I mean, it's not like pasta. That's just flour and
water.
Yeah. Maybe an egg.
The appearance of the chicken in person versus the box, I also take offense to because on the package, it looks like it's perfectly on the package. It looks right out of the pan. Not so much in the sauce itself.
I think maybe if you took all the pieces of chicken, laid them on top of the bowl, and then did the put it in the oven for 40 minutes, maybe they would like that.
Maybe.
But in the microwave, no.
I don't know. I will say it smelled good.
I mean, I'm looking at a piece.
There's a little bit of brown out there.
There is a little. I mean, but I think is that seasoning or is that just like fake color?
Let's look.
I guess that's that. No. Okay, moving on. I don't know. I thought it looked okay. It looked like frozen pasta. I will say, I feel like the noodles are really short.
There aren't a lot of frozen pastas that look better.
I guess that's true.
The noodles are short.
Which, I kind of wish the noodles were longer. I don't know why. That's a specific issue I have with this.
Shaun likes the schlurp.
I wish I could slurp this up a little bit more. Not the schlurp factor. Can we add that as a category? Schlurp factor. It's like a 2.
We could roll that into taste and texture.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I would be factoring in the schlurp.
I'm not wild about that. I guess there's some New Orleans flavor here. There's a little bit of spice in there.
I found it only on the chicken. I didn't get any flavor in the pasta on its own.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken I felt like had a little bit of seasoning on it, which I guess you could call Cajun, I guess.
I have a little shaker of seasoning called Flavor of New Orleans that
Flavor.
From New Orleans. So I put some of that in there, which definitely, it was interesting because before I put it on, it tasted very bland. But I put this stuff on and the seasoning tastes great, but I also feel like it amplified some of the flavors that were already present in the pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
It obviously, because the seasoning is from New Orleans and they're going for a Cajun vibe. Obviously, it's gonna, But
I'm sure when you took a bite of that, you heard like when the Saints come marching in, just started playing.
Yeah, that song should be public domain. So try to get that.
It probably is. It's gotta be
enough, right?
It must be.
So if we're moving on to taste and texture officially, I did not care for the texture of neither the noodles nor the chicken.
The chicken, frozen chicken in general, I think is always weird. But yeah, the texture on the chicken specifically, not great.
This chicken tasted like Campbell's chicken noodle soup chicken, where it's just like soft.
It could have been a little chunk of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The noodles were okay. Sauce, I wouldn't say bland, but it's over-sauced too.
Yeah,
way
it's
over-sauced.
Like creamy as hell. And like it makes it really heavy, but it's also not a big portion. So you're like, I don't think I can eat this whole thing, but it's like you're eating like half a bowl.
Jumping head to value, these were like $4 or $5 each.
Right.
I
mean, Max, you ate one on your own. Like, would you consider that a full meal?
Tough to say because I kind of had dinner before we started.
Oh, well, okay.
If I had an empty stomach and this was like the only thing available, I think it'd be fine. I will say though, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but eating this has fucking drained me. It knocked me out.
You think that was the food and not the reading the 70 ingredients on the back? You didn't think that lulled you to sleep?
I think it was a combination of the pasta, the ingredients list, and reading all the model numbers of the recalled Igloo coolers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling all 960 milligrams of sodium right now.
Yeah.
There is a lot. There was a good deal of protein too. Right?
There is a little bit of but here's the thing.
21 grams.
I gotta say this about the protein thing, because 21 grams sounds good, but like the chicken alone is probably most of that. I mean, like chicken has protein in it.
Yeah,
so
but there's no way.
Crazy impressive.
There's no way that there's 21 grams of protein. Wait, how do I say this? There's no way the chicken, the amount and quality of the chicken in here. There's no way that is 21 grams of protein.
I bet the chicken's like 15 grams, and the rest is the cheese, because cheese actually has a lot of protein in it.
Cheese and milk too.
Yeah.
Right?
So like
cream.
I'm not that impressed by the 21 grams. Honestly, I think if this had 30 grams of protein, I'd be like, okay, fine, sure. I don't think it's anything to write home about, though. I think that's a normal amount of protein for this kind of meal. But I think that's a marketing ploy. And you know what, Zatarain's? I'm not here for it. I'm not falling for it.
No.
But it's not advertised specifically as high protein. I mean, they put it on the front.
It is. It's on the front,
it's
too.
Right in the middle. It's honestly the thing my eye goes to before anything. I see that 21G, and I'm like, what's that? And then 0 grams of trans fat, and it's like, I feel like nothing has trans fat in it anymore. Although I do like the little fleur-de-lis that they have next to that.
Yeah.
It really ties it all together.
Sorry, I had a witty comment that I wrote it on the box so I wouldn't forget. Much like the Shaun mentioned, the New Orleans style logo looked buried on the package. The New Orleans style flavor was also buried in this heavily creamy and over sodiumized pasta dish.
Clever.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm out of it, guys. This really
you wrote that whole thing on the box.
It's in here.
I do feel like I have to stand up for this for a little bit though. While eating it, I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was kind of good. There was a part of me that was like, it doesn't have a ton of flavor, but I don't hate this. Since eating it, my rating has dropped significantly. But at the time, in the moment, I did like it, and I think I have to remind myself of that because, I'm not, if in a normal situation, I'm not overanalyzing my frozen food. I'm taking it for what it is. So I have to keep that in context. Maybe you guys didn't feel the same way while eating it, but I wasn't totally against this. I will say I have a little bit of heartburn, so that's definitely dropping the points for sure.
Yeah. I don't have that. I didn't love it from the start. We ate a little bit before too. I also made Zatarain's jambalaya, not from a frozen package, from the box with the rice and the spices.
Ooh.
Added in some andouille sausage that I bought myself, grilled in the air fryer. That was, you can certainly get much better jambalaya.
Right.
Much, much better.
But I don't even think I realized that was calling itself jambalaya until just now. Because I feel like jambalaya usually has more of a
there should be
sauce,
okra.
Right?
Yeah.
It was just kind of spicy rice.
Yeah, it was.
Or rice with spice, not even spicy.
Spicy rice.
Spicy rice is nice.
It's a nice spicy rice.
Spicy rice is nice. Roll the dice.
I give this the tiniest bit of whimsy just for its New Orleans branding, but not enough to change any.
No.
No, I think pump up the New Orleans on this. I think embrace it even more. Get more whimsical.
I want a picture of Marlon Brando on this package. I want no trolley car. I do appreciate the guy playing.
Then you'd confuse it with Bryce Aroni, the San Francisco treat.
Oh, totally. I do appreciate the guy playing the clarinet. You know what
I do too.
Yes.
You know what it could use? That could use a couple musical notes.
Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't hate it.
I think that would up the whimsy factor a lot. Just a couple, just like three or four.
And here's the thing. I'm looking at this thing from multiple angles, and it's like every side of the box looks the same. It's just it's all so bland and boring. And I think it makes me like the food less.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's losing points by the minute for me.
I think
and
also
that ingredient list. Oh God.
Yeah.
That just that's such a turnoff.
Yeah.
It may be the most words I've ever seen on a box.
I think
Not just the ingredients list, just the whole thing.
Yeah. It's a lot of text.
You need some negative space.
I agree.
We ready to give our rating?
Yeah.
You want to go first, Shaun?
I don't know if I can. I don't know where I land on this thing. I've gone up and down since I ate it. And again, I'm trying to remind myself that in the moment, I thought it was actually pretty decent.
It's a frozen food.
Right.
So is it doing what it wants to do?
Don't
compare it to a real
No, of
meal.
course.
We can't do that.
I guess here's my issue, now that I'm thinking about it. And this was an issue I had while eating it. So this is real. I don't feel like a carbonara is the right place for Cajun-style food.
Yeah.
And I think that's where maybe my big miss is.
Yeah.
I think calling it Cajun-style sets you up for a certain expectation that it's basically just a carbonara.
It's trying to be a peppery carbonara.
Yeah. And you know what a carbonara usually has in it? Traditionally is peas.
Really?
Peas.
And I do think
peas and pancetta.
I think this and I think this could have used some more peas in it. I think I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna say I give it a 3.25. I know that seems high, but I didn't hate eating it, and if it didn't make me feel bad, I probably would have eaten more of it. And I'm trying to forgive it for its faults.
Okay.
I think that's a mistake.
You realize you just said, if it didn't make me feel bad, I...
No, but that's like, if it didn't give me like heartburn, but that's,
Okay.
If I could eat this, I would eat more of it. But that's like, that would be the case for a non-frozen
low bar.
carbonara too, I think.
Yeah.
I guess so.
All right, Max?
I'm not going to be nice.
Don't worry.
I've definitely had better frozen pasta than this. I think too, like, if Zatarain's wanted to do this the right way, I think there's a better way to do carbonara, especially if you're doing it New Orleans style, which is like, I feel like a little more special than its other stuff. Like, I'm talking like they make like those pasta meals in like bags that you cook on the stove. Like, I feel like that would be something, that would be a method or way to cook this that might make it a little better. I wasn't blown away by the taste. The texture of both the noodles and the chicken threw me off. And there's really no positives for this for me. So I'm gonna give it a warmed over. Is what I'm gonna do.
A 2.
2.
I warmed over.
Okay.
I can't forgive
it. I get it.
Yeah.
And the ingredients list. My God, I can't believe there's that many ingredients.
I should be taking points away for the ingredients list.
Warmed over. Final answer.
I have also had better microwaved pastas. It's not something that's ever going to be great, but it's possible to do better than this. And when we're saying the ingredients list, I think we all believe that it's possible to make this with half the ingredients, because I know other companies do.
Yeah.
There are unnecessary things in here that are not improving the quality of this. And, I'll be clear, this is not a judgment on Zatarain's in general. They can make better things, but re-examine your frozen foods, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sort of between you two and give it a 2.5. I think that's the best I can do with this. Warmed over and a half.
I think this is all valid. I think I just can't fight my taste buds. They didn't get mad when I ate it.
This is unfortunately going to be one of the lower rated items ever had on here, I think.
Yeah.
Because we all consistently have put it 3.25 being the highest is not great.
I will say, like, this is definitely something I would try on my own, but I think I would feel the same way. I don't know, just a real miss for me.
I guess I wasn't, based on my expectations going into it, I was not disappointed. I got about what I expected, and I think that's why I'm okay with it.
I wanted better.
Can I also just point something out that I noticed while we were talking? They got the little Zatarain's guy on the sides of the packaging.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's on all sides.
No, not the box, on the actual bowl.
On the bowl?
I would show it, but I'm afraid to drop it. But it's like on here, right on the side.
Oh, the little bastard's on there.
So that's a little whimsy point. I'm not changing my score, but that's
wait a minute.
Doing that and take 50 cents off the price.
Yeah. flat plastic.
A little bit of a disappointing Mardi Gras so far, but we're going to come back with a much more fun segment. You ready for that, Max?
Oh, yes, I'm so ready. Bring it on.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back. All right, we are back. We are ready to start enjoying this Mardi Gras a little bit more.
Woohoo, yeah!
Hey, yo.
Hello.
Shaun and I...
Croissant.
Laissez le bon temps friser.
Ratatouille.
Oui, oui. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Ce soir.
Shaun and I have a frozen hurricane that I bought in a pouch by a company named Dailies. Have you taken a sip of yours yet?
Oh, I have.
This tastes pretty much like a hurricane. A little ridiculously sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, that is what you get with a hurricane for sure.
Yeah.
It's a little like...
I've never heard of a hurricane before. Can you guys describe the taste?
It's like sugar and alcohol And red.
And it's red flavor. It's supposed to be a pomegranate, I think, if you're actually making it. This tastes a little bit like cherry grenadine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And these have alcohol in them?
Yeah.
Or no, they don't taste like they do. They're nice and slushy. They're good. They're not bad.
So, commonly used ingredients. The base spirit for hurricanes is rum.
Yes.
So, I assume it's a Caribbean.
Oh, this is a naturally flavored wine product.
Oh.
What?
This is not, this is, now,
I think it's just red. I think that's the connection.
the word flavor needs to be on here more than it is. This is not even a rum drink.
Yeah, the real thing is like 3 or 4 different kinds of alcohol, red 40 or whatever, and it gets you real messed up. And they're really hard to drink.
Yeah, I think it's multiple rums.
That might be true, yeah.
Yeah, so commonly used ingredients, 1 part dark rum, 1 part white rum, half part overproofed rum, which is essentially like
151.
That sounds right.
passion fruit syrup and lemon juice. Those are the commonly used ingredients for a hurricane. But you guys have flavored wine product. That's so interesting. Maybe because
I wonder if it's easier to sell.
you know what I could see that. I could see that being like they can sell dailies, like these hurricane things, pretty much anywhere. Because a lot of places you can only sell beer or wine, like grocery stores.
Right.
And these, I don't recall exactly, but these were about $2 each.
That's not bad.
Really?
I will say.
Where'd you buy them?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I went to 3 or 4 different places trying to find this. I don't remember where I finally ended up. Somewhere in Everett, I think.
It feels like a Total Wine kind of purchase. Feels like they would have one of these. I will say, if you added rum to this, that would actually be kind of nice.
It might help.
Not that I'm needed, but yeah, it's not. There's not a ton of alcohol in this.
We got
high content.
We got a game we're going to get to, but Shaun and I have something else too.
It's true.
Mardi Gras is French, but it is the season before Lent, and not only the French in New Orleans celebrate it, it's huge in Brazil. I think Brazil has the biggest Carnival.
Oh, right.
So the Brazilians make this dessert called a brigadeiro.
Yeah, I've had these before.
Yeah, I went looking for these today. Found them in Alston at a place called Cafe Brazil Bakery. I have frozen some, and I have some that were not frozen. Mm-hmm. These are bigger than I thought they were going to be. I don't know that I actually want to eat 2.
They are, especially after that pasta.
These are some pretty big balls.
Can I see them? Hold them up. Whoa, nice balls.
Yeah, I will say, so when I've had them, they have been like tiny. They've been like, I don't know, yay big. Like they're like candy sized usually.
Yeah.
These are huge.
Sean's used to the smaller balls.
I prefer the smaller balls usually. Easier to handle, easier to gargle.
I went to this bakery. Their menu online said they had the brigadeiros. I get inside and I see these, which look like the picture of what I wanted.
Right.
But it has the name card in front of it just says chocolate truffles.
Oh, okay.
So I say to the person, are these chocolate truffles? These are the brigadeiros.
Right.
And they're just pretending like they don't know what I'm asking about. I even said, I don't know if I'm saying it wrong.
Yep.
But then
did they just keep saying those are the chocolate truffles?
Yeah, she went to get someone else. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the person who they think doesn't really know what I'm asking for.
Right. Yeah. Maybe they lied to you.
They had their menu up on the wall.
Yep.
And it said brigadeiros. And I said, if I ask for those, what are you going to give me? And it was these chocolate.
Okay, good.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah. All right, great.
And they explained to me they're made with cocoa, condensed milk. We've been through condensed milk on this podcast before. It's a thing I just don't understand. But we're not going back into that.
Right, okay.
But I think I'm going to try a frozen one.
Yeah. I'm happy to dig into a frozen one.
They look delicious.
I wish I could get one to you.
They're heavy.
These are some heavy balls.
They're dense. These things,
Brigadeiro means
dense, heavy balls.
Named for a brigadier general. So these are...
As you guys nosh, I will read the origin of the dessert.
Oh my god, this is so chewy.
It was created by a confectioner from Rio de Janeiro.
This is not what I expected.
I will not even attempt to pronounce this person's name because it's in Brazilian Portuguese. To promote it was created by this person to promote the presidential candidacy of Eduardo Gomez. Interesting. It's a popular confection throughout the country, especially for festive events. Brigadeiros are commonly made at home and also found in bakeries and snack shops.
Wait, so what is it besides condensed milk?
There's a little bit of caramel or something?
I was going to say, it tastes like a caramel.
It is made of condensed milk, cocoa powder, butter cooked to softball stage caramel.
Softball
with
stage?
Chocolate sprinkles covering
the
outside
after baseball
layer.
Stage?
So when I go to sugar stages, this is interesting. So there's different stages of cooking sugar into different things. So, and it's based on temperature. There's a temperature range. So the first stage is thread. That temperature goes from 230 to 234 degrees Fahrenheit. And then that one's described as like syrup. So syrup is created when sugar is cooked to that temperature. And then the next one
is... The only reason you're getting to say all of this is because we have balls in our mouth. You just can't.
Oh, yeah. Keep those balls in your mouth,
boys. The
boys.
hour of this podcast should be Max with butter.
No. Because I'm... You know what? Whatever. All I was going to say is the last one I was going to read was the next one, which is softball. I was going to explain it to you.
All right. Okay, please do. Please throw us a softball.
I was going to... No, you know what? You guys keep shoving those balls in your mouth and don't listen to me.
I'd like to note, I think I drank all the liquid from my hurricane already.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have red ice now. And it's just not melting anymore. I don't know what happened there.
It's plastic.
It might be, actually. Maybe this is the plastic that we ate earlier. It's just frozen.
The softball stage is when sugar is heated from 234 to 241 degrees Fahrenheit. An example of that is fudge. So that's probably the consistency.
So wait, is fudge butter?
See, it's sugar.
Oh, sorry, this is sugar?
Listening
you said
to me.
Butter is melted
Cooking
to a
sugar.
softball. I don't know.
No. Wait, hold on. Is that what it said? Oh, yeah. Butter cooked to a softball stage.
Yeah, fuck off.
Wait, but it's...
Got to be butter and sugar.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Butter is just going to melt and burn.
Yeah.
Softball stage caramel.
But the sugar will caramelize.
Yeah.
I think Wikipedia is wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
It is sometimes.
Although we do know that 2:30 was an accurate time for when Emil Zatarain discovered the recipe for root beer, apparently.
Exactly. All right, I got a game for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We are doing I don't think we've done this in a while. We are doing a Frozen Feud.
Oh, nice. Then a Frozen Feud.
We need Mike here to sing. I'll get him to call in from his crypt. I was looking for a list of the drunkenest holidays.
Oh.
And I found a few that just did not agree with each other.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure what to use. But then I found another list that seems it's based on some real numbers. And we are going to go with you two guessing what the busiest holidays for alcohol delivery are from numbers recorded by DoorDash.
Okay.
Huh.
I've got a list of the top 16. Oh, I think you can knock off the top 11.
Okay.
Pretty easily.
There's only so many holidays. That's
right.
This can't be that hard.
And you know what? I'll throw you both a clue, too. When you're thinking of holidays, in some cases, think of the day before or after.
Who goes first?
Max was honored to be the Honorary Froze Bro. You're the guest. The guest always goes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Unless you want Max.
No. I was going to say Shaun.
I was going to say Max. You can go first because I just got a hurricane and what do you call it again?
Brigadeiro.
And a brigadeiro. I think you deserve a treat, I think you get to go first.
Thanks.
Okay. I think that's only fair.
We'll go until you get them all, and then the winner will be whoever has the most.
Okay.
Or if you both get 3 strikes, we'll end the game, and I'll tell you what they are.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, so we're talking the busiest holidays for alcohol delivery according to DoorDash.
Right. These are 2024 numbers.
Okay. The first holiday that I thought of was St. Patrick's Day.
It's a good answer.
It is a good answer, Max. You're lucky I went to 11 because that is 11.
11?
Wow.
I
I'm
was surprised by that too.
The Irish are weak, apparently.
They all go out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
more of a bar hopping holiday, I guess, than it is a drink at home kind of holiday. All right. I'm going to go off of your hint, and I'm going to go straight to New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve is number 2.
Okay.
Good one, Shaun.
Thank
Max,
you.
You're up.
New Year's Eve was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Christmas Day.
Christmas Day is number 1.
What?
I was surprised by this
Christmas
too.
Day.
I guess people just don't want to leave home. They realize they don't have enough alcohol for all of the in-laws coming over.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't have enough alcohol for themselves because of all the in-laws coming over.
Right. And you're like busy making like a roast beef or whatever, and you got okay.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Damn.
No strikes for anyone yet.
I'm patting myself on the back.
Now I feel like I don't know anything. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, is this it? Wait, hold on. Was this survey done in America? Do we assume?
Yes.
I'm gonna go 4th of July.
Number 7.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of low. I thought that'd be higher.
Back to you, Max.
Max, what are you freezing? What'd you put in that freezer?
So I have some brookies,
Oh.
some brownie cookies, and they're not good. Like the cookies are undercooked. It's gross. So I'm hoping freezing it will make it taste better. Halloween.
Good answer.
Halloween is number 10.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, you went Christmas Day, so I feel like I already have New Year's Eve. I'm gonna go Christmas Eve.
Number 4.
Okay.
Wow.
You're tied at 3 each.
Again, there's only so many holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. I'm forgetting. Have we said New Year's Eve?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have said Christmas, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, 4th of July, Halloween, and St. Patrick's Day.
I'm saying New Year's Day.
Good answer.
New Year's Day is not on the list at all.
Wow.
Not even in the top 16.
Damn it.
Damn.
One strike from me.
Okay,
Fuck.
pressure's on now. What other holidays are? Oh, okay. I'm going to go another one where you're making the meals and you're busy because you got a turkey in the oven. You can't go out. I'm going to go Thanksgiving.
Number 3.
Nice.
Shaun pulls ahead with a 4th correct answer.
Memorial Day.
I was thinking about Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is in the top 16, but not the top 11. Memorial Day comes in at 13.
13.
Wait, so is that a strike for me?
That's a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. No.
Uh-oh. 1 strike left for Max. Pressure's on here. Okay. I feel like there's only so many big ones left. I'm going to go, I don't know if this is going to be on there. I'm going to go Halloween.
Halloween was
I
set.
said Halloween.
You said Halloween? When did that happen?
Yes.
Did I say good answer to that?
Yes, you did.
You did. His 3rd correct.
It was a good answer. I'm not going to go Halloween. I'm going to go. I didn't remember that at all. I feel like I don't know any other. I'm going to go Easter.
Easter is your first strike. That comes in at 14. Not the top 11.
I had a feeling. I didn't feel good about it, but I think I've forgotten all the other holidays.
Max, you could tie this up if you get one correct.
Valentine's Day.
Shit.
Number 16.
Oh, no!
That's low, too. That's your 3rd strike. Shaun has won.
Wow.
I'm going to give you some clues. Shaun has already won.
Mm-hmm.
But
Diwali.
there are 2 more days on here that are part of sort of a 3-day package. 3 days in a row. You got one of them.
Oh. Wait,
Good Friday?
Good Friday, did you say?
Yeah.
Is that a 4th strike?
No.
Wait, 3 days in a row. My head goes to Thanksgiving, but does Black Friday count?
Hanukkah.
Black Friday is number 6.
Black
What?
Friday's not a holiday.
Okay. Throw this list away.
I guess we do.
Throw this list away. That's ridiculous.
The day before Thanksgiving is number 5.
What? That's definitely not a holiday.
Wait, no. Darren, where did you get this list? Where'd you get this list?
DoorDash, I told you. I just told you right up front. Think about days before and after holidays also.
But I figured that meant the ones that were still considered holidays. Like the Eve.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Thanksgiving Eve, I guess.
Darren.
You know what?
This feud was misleading.
You know what makes you an official Froze Bro right now, Max?
Tell me.
We came out of this game hating each other, just like Mike and I do every time. So Christmas was 1, New Year's Eve 2, Thanksgiving 3, Christmas Eve 4, Thanksgiving Eve 5, Black Friday 6,
not real,
4th of July 7th, Cinco de Mayo was
Cinco de Mayo.
Labor Day is 9th.
I almost said Labor Day instead of Memorial Day.
Halloween 10th, St. Patrick's Day 11th.
I forgot Labor Day existed.
Okay, hold on. So
President's Day didn't make
what's
President's Day did not.
What's the name of this list?
DoorDash busiest holidays for alcohol delivery.
Okay.
This should just be busiest days.
Yes, it should be busiest days, not holidays. Yeah. It's misleading.
Which I would love if that were the list, and then it was just like March 27th. Like, just happened to be a really busy day. They're like, we don't know what happened. There's just so many orders.
They call it the top 10 most popular holidays for alcohol delivery.
That's so misleading.
To list an additional 6.
That's crazy.
You should have taken out the days that weren't holidays, because that wasn't in the question.
I have a better list.
I feel good that I told you to consider days before and after holidays also.
I guess you did.
But that implies Eves. I
didn't think about Black Friday. I'll give him that one.
It doesn't imply like the day before Thanksgiving or the day before
just
Memorial
a Wednesday.
Day.
I think New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve are holidays on their own.
Those I'll give. I'll say yes. Black Friday,
and I thought that's what you meant.
Stretch. I would say the day before Thanksgiving is just November 23rd or whatever.
Valentine's Day should be there instead.
Valentine's Day should have been.
The 12 through 15 that you didn't get.
Yeah, what are they?
Father's Day, Memorial Day, Easter, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
People are buying their mom
a
bottle of gin
or whatever. Oh God,
yeah.
Shipping wine.
This was terrible.
You know what? Maybe there's a reason why we haven't done a Frozen Feud in a while. I feel like this happened last time we were doing most popular Halloween candies.
Don't go to DoorDash.
When we just freeze cooking and candies.
No, you guys were bad at the Halloween candies, actually. I listened to that one. You had terrible guesses.
Well, I think outside the box.
Pissed at me during that one.
I was sitting there in my car screaming, Reese's peanut butter cups. It was so bad. You guys were like, Mike was all over the place. He was like, Smarties? Like, it was.
I think he just refused to answer at one point, too.
I think so.
Stopped playing. Okay.
Necco wafers? Come on. Let's be real. Whatever.
Right, another successful feud.
Despite this, I hope you will both be back again sometime.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'll have to really think about
this.
it.
Yeah, I'll be back. I had.
We had a lot. It wasn't all good.
I ate.
Wow. This was awesome, guys. Yeah, I guess I'll come back.
All right.
I guess so.
All right. You're honorary. I don't want to have to strip you of that status.
Are you threatening me? Is that a threat?
I mean, I guess if you don't come back, that's,
there might need to be a meeting of the executive board.
Yeah. That could lapse.
Yep.
You could lose that.
I guess I could be replaced.
That's true.
All right, so we want everyone to check us out on our website, thefrozebros.com. Email us, frozebrospod@gmail.com. Send us a question or a comment. And if you want a Froze Bros sticker, just add in your address. We will send you one for free.
They're really great stickers.
Find us on our socials on Instagram, and we got some videos on TikTok, _Froze_Bros. Look us up on Facebook if you're there. Find us anywhere. Interact. We want to hear from you. Thank you to Substrates, as always, for our music. Substrates.bandcamp.com. I think that's it, guys.
Great.
So it is time to say, you need a countdown for this?
Yeah, let's count down. 10, 9, 8.
3200B.
Oh, no, my finger!
321. Fro
you later.
You learn something new every episode.
Yeah.